Good evening and welcome to Prime of Midlife. This evening, for some reason, we have a pussycat up on the unit. Pussycat who doesn't like getting lifted. Okay, you can go down now. Be good. So, welcome to Prime of Midlife. It is Sunday evening. We're getting ready for going back to work tomorrow. And tonight I want to talk about demographics and how they affect preppers as such. Because looking at what I prep compared to what someone who lives in the country preps, compared to what someone living in the city preps, we all do it differently because we've all got different availability. And basically it was because I was speaking to Patrick, and of course he used to live in London, and he could just walk down the road and he would have he'd have Argos there, he had Waitrose, he had Farm Foods, he had Tesco's, he had Sainsbury's, all within walking distance. Oh, and obviously like a couple of Poundland ones as well. So he had them all within walking distance. If I want any of them, I need to drive at least 10 miles. So my prepping, as you've probably noticed, I will think great things like the batteries. Many times did I say I was getting batteries before I actually got them, because I'll think of them on a Wednesday, but I do my shopping on a Sunday morning when I'm in Perth, and no, I completely forget things. So it's much more difficult for me to be able to just nip out and top up. And I think that for someone who's out, like really rural, because I'm bad enough, but really rural, it's a huge thing. I mean, they literally only come down once a month into the big city. So they're having to make some proper lists and be much more organised than me. And then you've got people in the city who can just go, oh, I'll just get that today, and oh, I'll just get that today, which is great. And then a lot of prepping channels you've got from around the world. You've got people on homesteads, you've got people on farms, and there's no right way to do this, and there's no wrong way to do this. And I think that's a great thing about this channel. You have to excuse me, I've just lit the fire, I'm roasting. And it's a really good thing, because even me doing my blackout basket today, one of the main things I've noticed is a lot of the comments are saying, get yourself a headband light. Now I'm presuming that's because you've tried it and it makes things easier. So I will be looking at getting myself a headband light. For me, there's some people also in the comments have said, I'm going to change mine and put munchies in it. But I mean, how you could have a blackout bag without munchies, I do not know. But, as I say, it depends on where you are, on how your power works. Someone just recently put up a comment saying, yeah, if we have a power cut, we're rural, that means a line's down. They don't just switch us off. And yeah, that's a huge thing. You're not liable to get a 3-hour power outage in the middle of nowhere. You're liable to get a 3-day or 3-week one till the linesmen come and fix it. So I just wanted to just do a quick video of, isn't it funny how the demographics change how we do things? How one person does things differently from me, and how I do things differently from another person. And as I say, none of it's wrong. And none of it's right either. It's just right for you. And that, I think, is the best part about this, because we all, type up comments and say, oh, have you tried this? And oh, what about that? And, someone typed today, have you made your rosehip syrup? No. I thought about it for this weekend, and then, as you know, this weekend just went out the window. What can I say? I'm blaming Lucas, it's all his fault. But there's all these little bits. So, yeah, it's quite important to know what you've got available. Know how often you can get to it. And know what's most important. And especially, like, I tried to make a dump cake. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. But I used the pie filling. Now, when I first started stocking things in the shelves, I was like, oh, I need to get pie filling because, that's fruit, that's good for you. And I got loads. And I've just gone and looked and I'm like, yep, I've barely used any of them. and they're all black cherry as well. So I need to go back and actually do this more sensibly. But it's not that it was wrong for me. It's not that it was a bad idea to have a lot of black cherry pie filling. What can I say? That's the way it worked. So yeah, I just thought it was quite funny the way demographics affect what you are able to do, how often you're able to do it, and also how things like power cuts and petrol and diesel prices will affect you, etc. And where you are makes a huge difference. And because of where I am, I really need to start making lists because I'm totally useless without them. I go and buy the same things and then I forget that I've used things and who knows. So there you go. That's my thing today, is it's not wrong if it's right for you. And that's me. So I'm going to go and get ready for work because I am off at stupid o'clock in the morning, so I need to make sure I've got all my stuff ready. So I will catch you later.